button there to send the paranoia through. SHIN still here. He's playing off the contact of that alarm bot. FPX have stacked up here.
Ooh, the flash didn't actually connect.
Yeah, no confirmation,
I don't think. So actually might help them out, keeping more players present towards that B site, you know, still able to pull the retake. We're at 45 seconds here, they need to make them a commitment, and they are. SHIN gonna draw first blood, and the follow-up as well. Stunning work already. The B site somewhat under wraps until then, but it's Karmine Corp with the shutdown right now. One player standing, and 4 to find in this B site hit really did not have much to it. There was not much leg to it. There was not pulling rotations, and there's a 4-man firing squad. It's round 1 to Karmine Corp.
Yeah, again, crediting the draw. And formulate some kind of plan on the back of it. Newzera just poised ready here with the recon. Again, this wall.
Standing ahead.
Gonna go up, gonna make it so difficult. SHIN just getting another freebie. That spike isolated as well. Scream now coming through to punish from behind.
Yeah, he doesn't have to go too hard. They're just being completely mullered here. This is pretty brutal. Yes, if they wanted to try and swing towards the other side, you saw the KJ set up to an extent with XMS. He wasn't particularly pressured, and the shutdown should be coming in. Nice shot. Needed more, not going to get more. There we go. Clean enough for Alive. And
yeah, we'll have to see what the response is here from FPX. That should be a big indicator that Karmine Corp have completely flipped up their defensive setup for this round. Already though, bodies making their way towards A side. Scream ready to break the wall. Actually, Berlin, they go ahead and do it for it. The flash is perfect on the back of that. But no kill though.
I have no idea how Scream didn't get that. I don't know if he maybe caught.
Berlin ate that flash.
Yeah, it was full blind, it looked like. Well, that's a start, that's a freebie, but you can see the utility now into play. XMS is just loving this, getting all that information. Yes, one has to look towards side TZH, but gets quickly handled. And you'll see the trade coming out. So, currently 3 players. Make it just 2, make it just 1. Nivera last alive. Spike now down. Patience paying dividends for FPX here.
Nivera only with Marshall in hand. I mean, there should be an indicator. We saw YU pick up that kill inside the poison orb. There's no real weapon for him to retrieve here. So not he will be given a consolation. FPX should be holding on to 4 of these rifles here. Actually, a very well-crafted round.
And considering the correct positioning, let's say, from Karmine Corp, they had the players in the right place. They were pretty well prepared. I thought it was FPX who were going to be on.
Yeah, Nivera looking to fight fire with fire early on with the shorty.
Does he get a little exit? No, it was so close, not going to get it now though. Actually,
oh, wow.
tell a lie. Took one down, that's a rifle loss.
Dealing with the first. XMS might be in trouble here if you look at the minimap.
There's no one quick
a little
to
isolated, yeah.
Yeah, Scream can maybe make it there somewhat soon, but already seeing Newzera holding the other side of the map, so that's a huge benefit. Now they're a little stuck and a little bit worried about that door. Just being tested, but lovely work from XMS, holding well and effective trades, leaving it in a 1v2. YU, this is not a comfortable scenario. Tap on the spike to draw some attention, but 20 seconds is so little to play with. The double face coming out, and Karmine Corp keeping it safe, but losing a couple of weapons.
They're not respecting that early round setup whatsoever.
Nivera, yeah, this time going to do a little better than the brother. But Scream wants a little bit for himself as well. Let's see if they can keep these rifles up. Nice work. Until then. So, rifle down for now. That's the second loss. This is where it starts getting a little bit worrying, because now you've got SHIN, for example, in no man's land for a second there, and it could have been a follow-up punish.
Yeah. Luckily,
gets away with his life. Rifles aren't super recoverable, but they may have to give up that space and allow those rifles to fall into the hands of FPX.
Newzera going to try and clear through with the drone, but not really going to get much valuable information here.
Yeah.
Already aware of the presence and no possibility of a spam coming through. Got to be careful here. I mean, YU's down to just a lick of HP here. Yeah, that's 2 rifles across, actually. The Bulldog now for TZH as well.
Yeah, this is massive. And the ult maybe filtering towards the side absolutely does. Will allow maybe a cross here. Spam could be dangerous, but the turret going to clear close.
I mean, they have a lockdown as well.
Yeah, not finding much in this regard. I want to see what they go for here. XMS now trying to creep a little bit closer. Spam's on him, but the spike's now down. This is huge work. TZH just on the other side of this wall, but there's that lockdown coming in, and the counter roll coming through as well.
XMS lucky to get that kill, though. TZH will fall. Now putting in a 2v3 for FPX, but they have to respect this lockdown. The little pocket to play inside here, a drop. And it's not spammed out initially. Oh my god!
The angle is so good! The angle is so good, just on the edge of the ult. It was perfect. See if they can keep 5 standing. That's what we always look for, is seeing that diligence, see if they're as clear cut as possible. For now, Spike now down, and the first noted towards CT. That's SHIN now seen.
So difficult to get back on this C site here with how deep this control is towards spawn. SHIN and XMS going to fall off the rip. Scream desperate to try and find something. There's nothing left here. FPX going to clean this one up. Nivera will connect with the Paranoia, but...
Oof. Lovely.
Well handled. FPX looking to pop off the B side.
Okay, I said this could be fatal. It's a little bit better timing now, but again, let's see what they can do. The shorty in hand, Berlin, the only one to really connect so far, and they break through towards A, but there's a pinch. Nivera right amongst them, one to the right, one to the left, and he found two! Nivera can't quite make the third count, but there's only one still standing. A 1v3 to boot with 30 seconds. He wants a pick so badly, and XMS, that realization hits, and he hits the brakes. They hold. They know this is a fake now.
Yeah, love this discipline here from SHIN and Newzera. XMS can't get isolated here, but stands his ground.
Nice.
Picks it up, and the crazy thing to consider, actually, I think I just saw YU back on another lockdown, which FPX are going to be happy to have that in their arsenal. But yeah, a little curious about the investment here towards that fake, and whether or not it wasn't, you know, they didn't get enough pings on C side, they didn't feel confident with, you know, cutting the sound from 2 or 3 players, but Nivera's done fantastic to get this deep control and maintain it. Bear in mind, there were members of FPX lingering outside A site. YuChEn constantly looking to pressure, but Nivera stands his ground.
That's a huge round from him. Great point, actually. That discipline, that ability to not over-rotate, overreact, hold that space was incredibly valuable. 4-3 though. Quite the close game so far. Let's see where this continues to tilt. Both sides able to fashion a purchase here. See a couple of ults available as well. That early pressure towards C. Let's see if they pull a rotation. I want to see what their plan is and what they keep in mind here, FPX, seeing what they're trying to draw reaction-wise, but a massive stack from Karmine.
Yeah, look at B site.
Yeah. And they're actually working off the back of it too. There was consideration to commit to that.
Yeah, it looked as if SHIN really wanted to get aggressive behind that drone. Immediately
Pacey.
here on the back of that though, smoke invested. Scream gonna back away towards tree. Does have a little bit of support coming through from A-Link. Actually now a third in the form of Newzera.
They need something to pull a player
FPX
away.
look very hesitant in some of these rounds, Lauren.
I'm waiting to see if there's anything else to this. Nivera's Paranoia. Ooh! Just stepping into Scream and actually finds it. Now the panic stations, but look at the lurk as well. That potential is huge. That could be a dagger in the back that we've yet to see come into practice yet. So Spike gonna go down, and there's 4 players from Karmine Corp towards CT. So for now, all good though. You're gonna see the Killjoy carrying all the way back around. This is all towards the site. Already great trades coming in, and FPX actually holding on to this. They are not down just yet.
Yeah, the lockdown's invested just as 2 players fall as well. So XMS and Nivera have to get something done. Berlin happy to challenge this actually, but Nivera there to punish.
Yeah, maybe a little overstep. They're trying to go towards that, and a tap towards the Spike, and now starting to panic. TZH gonna try and get himself in, shorty to hand, and gets just drawn into the blender. Doesn't mind, he's gonna sit it out, take the damage. It's not a problem. He will be the defender on this, and that's perfect play. I love watching this, and what a way to lock it down in the end.
I love that it gets called on the desk, and we're seeing shorty plays being pulled out here by FPX.
The egg knew what was up.
I love that as well, the cheap big info from Berlin's reveal there. XMS looking to get...
He's heard so much though.
Yeah.
But what can you do, XMS? That's not bad! Nivera by his side! Gonna get the reload in time! Yes, he can! XMS! Worth his weight in gold! And now leaving them in tatters, just TZH. The Aldron got a spot too, could not get worse here. Oh, just layering in the utility, just buying a couple more precious seconds, and now the support system's in place. But maybe overzealous in the peak there, 6 HP, it's not gonna be enough. SHIN shuts it down, and
it's a deterrent for FPX for sure.
Noted at least 2, potentially 3 players, yeah, and they're actually gonna be willing to fight on this scrappy work again. Karmine Corp not afraid to take a fight or 2. And no similarity to that prior round. Lovely shot from Berlin, but that's all it's gonna be. 4 alive, 4 rifles remain, no problems there. And the odds now been removed. I want to see what the response behind this is. It's still a great Nivera. Huge! Gets revealed, has to fall with it. How is he alive?
Well, hang on a second, because YU's just lost the spike on C. He walked out onto site with it.
Oh no. Well, this...
They tried to fake with the TP. The TZH has got it now, but...
That's actually filth. They've got a free site. Of course, the two players were going to play around it, but the TP was still there for TZH. Spike now down. What do they have for the post plant? I mean, they've still got the Viper if they really want to mess around with it.
That should already be down in my eyes, but you see here,
The
YuChEn disconnected a little bit,
I didn't love that.
loses out to XMS.
Did not love that. TZH now 1v2. XMS already. Newzera a little bit of utilities play, but not a great deal. They're slowly clearing through here. See what they can find. Needs a clean fight, doesn't get it. Newzera. Nice work. Karmine Corp keep this together. But that, again, some of these rounds are just mad.
I mean, I said it wasn't puggy. We're pulling out the rank strats now.
Yeah.
Why are you just barreling on?
Ult's going to probably find one, I believe, yeah. And okay, Paulo around the back. And they're actually going to just lean in towards B instantly. Spike's on the way as well. They've got at least two players watching towards the other side. Nivera is good for it, though. Patience pays off. Ayu's down. Now we look towards what this B side is going to be.
Shin's locked them out here with this Viper's Pit. Completely covering sight. They have to fight back towards A side. Scream's actually peeled away, but there's still two members here, XMS and Newzera, to lock down A side.
So aware. So aware of the possibility that someone's going to try and maybe slip through that. Another ult invested here, plenty to play with for Karmine Corp as well. The next play is Scream does go down, and now maybe some problems here. Counter ult comes in. This is so messy, Mike. What on earth is going on in this?
Another round where Viper's Pits are going to overlap here, and actually SHIN standing his ground once more. We'll deal with another member of FPX. Only two left to find. No snake bites for YuChEn. A paranoia to work with. But it's a mess in there on the free cam.
Yeah, this is
They're jumping
mad.
in with shorties.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous now. And
What?
actually, TZH is obscene with this, but now has to go above and beyond. It's not going to happen. Karmine Corp somehow weathered that storm that was going on in B. This game is bizarre, Mike. I've not seen a game like this in a while, be it Lotus, be it the way FPX are playing, be it Karmine Corp, I do not know. But Mike, this is something else.
I mean, I'm ready for the best play that YuChEn hasn't got a snake bite. He doesn't here. The poison orb's going to be up, but it's layered here with a nano swarm.
This is 10 seconds. I hate this. This is so up in the air. He's going to get all of these steps. Now, can he do anything with it? No. XMS might just save him, but again, time has to
Oh, they're gonna get the kill!
So close, yet so far, and now into a post plant, decided by a couple of seconds. And now it feels like it's going to fall to pieces. Can anything else come from this round? A valiant attempt so far. TZH still looking to find value on this. Paranoia, smoke, and the TP. Gets towards sight, and the flash doesn't quite go through the wall, and Nivera happy to greet it.
Just AAAAY left to find here. And Clock already going to decide this one, but it's another round that definitely doesn't feel comfortable here. And I was just talking about some of the rounds where it doesn't feel like there's a plan initially. Karmine Corp.
But beyond that, they're starting to look towards that B site, keeping that attention drawn throughout the map.
Spike not committed this time around at least. Berlin forced very deep outside B. Actually going to re-swing this, but XMS will punish. That should be B site. Pretty much firmly in control here of Karmine Corp.
I don't think anything else could be going better for them right now. Smoke going to go down. They're going to catch the rotation. And yeah, no one's going to find a window into this. The shorty, be Sheriff. It's the Sheriff to win out this time. But it's a quick cleanup. I'm seeing no real threats at this point. Again, the spike now being planted. And there we go, just TZH trying to make it 5 there. Double digits now for Karmine Corp.
Actually a big opportunity.
Looks like aggression might be the name of the game here, pushing up already. And Nivera, how does he even have a chance at that fight? Let alone win it. And Nivera still fighting it out. Does find 2 this round. And already down to the 3v3 here, and the aggression not really stopping here. Berlin in the middle of no man's land, but he does have support beside him, so actually coming out the better in this one.
I think elsewhere, yeah, you just saw the Vipers face off. XMS will find another kill, but
Paulo going to go through middle, does actually find other players on the other side. That is XMS, but he does have support as well. Scream on the back line, going to clean up too, and FPX finding no value here.
You've got to respect the intention here to dig out, follow up on those prowlers, feeling as if it might be a solo lurk. XMS support from the back lines. Got their eyes set on B. Yeah, the lockdown invested Seekers to layer behind this. Should be a pretty free B site for them. Got to get themselves set up. comfortably here. I mean, the Snakebite going to slow things down, but have to see where this re-challenge comes through from FPX. There's actually a 3v5 for them here.
First fight will be clean as well. There was no trade, there was no one else behind it. That's not bad, though. That's a shot and a half. YuChEn doing very well here. 3 stunning kills. And it's Scream to try and save the day, but it's somehow down into the 1v1. How has it got here? SHIN makes a bit of a meal of it. Another attempt at this one now. Jump peek gives away the game. 8 bullets to play with, and SHIN so prepared. But that was close to a tragedy, Mikes. Already going to be more than likely against 12. It's like a bit of a stack. Exploring over towards the C site, but the default should be tailor-made for this. This should be the perfect example of it. Let's see how well it works. Very complimentary angles here as well. Yeah, it's going to be a shutdown. Lovely. Karmine Corp, light work. Nice aiming, but again, light armor. So, or not even light armor, excuse me, no armor, and just Sheriff. So, this was part for the course and
started and how it's going to end. SMS deals with AAAAY. Just one left now in the form of TZH.
Yeah.
30 seconds
And not going to have any say in this one. Looking like it might even be a prime gaming flawless here for Karmine Corp.
there actually haven't been as many of those as normal. It has still been scrappy.
Oh, we talk about it being scrappy in the first,
yeah. And mechanically solid, but at this point, Karmine Corp just stretching their legs throughout this game. I would say with this roster, still unsure of the level in which they could reach, even in a more traditional tournament format when it comes to Karmine Corp, but looking solid here. Unfazed so far, and you're absolutely right. The Prime Gaming flawless coming through and putting them on 12 rounds as well. So this is looking like it could try and really sell this tail.
I mean, the other thing is, well, it's going to draw out further utility. Berlin might even invest this next Prowler to clear this out. But there's 4 members of FPX.
Ooh, that one way could... Yeah,
tunnel visioned onto this Viper's pit right now.
And I wonder how much SHIN can actually punish. Perfect lurk. Does get traded out in the end. Viper's pit will fall, but again, they got stalled out on the A side with that one-way smoke that came in. They could not progress. They were halted at the door.
I mean, SHIN's done a ton of work there to find the kill as well on top of that.
I've got your
Is this looking like a re-hit towards C?
Yeah,
Seeker's invested from Scream, yeah. I think he's going to try and follow up on this. Well, note one in spawn at least. YuChEn going to try and stall out with the Snakebite.
It's just that side cross that is going to be the danger run still. Okay, Smoke did come around, and they do have a little bit to work with, but time again is a problem. 10 seconds now. They are running low on the clock. XMS and Nivera have no way into that site. Held at the door, and this could be another one for FPX.
Ooh. Shot from Berlin as well. Just Nivera left standing. Obviously didn't commit to that TP earlier on. The clock will decide this one. I feel like FPX even initially looked very available.
TZH does have to be a little careful here. Does have the support from one by his side. Prowler going to go in, confirms at least one's attending, but there's plenty more behind that. Smoke just about committed in the horn, going to go up and show a fair amount potentially. Actually doesn't.
I mean, these one-ways are just so oppressive towards the lobby here, and that's why it's so crucial for actually them to reinforce TZH here, and Berlin just investing the ultimate to try and slow things down here. Karmine Corp looking to swing through. SHIN's found it.
It's brute force. Karmine Corp just want to get this one over and done with. A little bit of a trade out comes in, sure, but still, Spike still in hand, going to be leaning through towards that A site eventually, but this, again, is so brutal to play against. They just barreled through the smokes eventually. A flash or two just sent them into motion, and now we're down to 2.
Even noted it there that it's going to be difficult for TZH to get much done other than, you know, finding 2 or 3 kills. Spacing not ideal there. See the lockdown going to come through. Why are you going to wait this one out? But definitely doesn't give them free access back onto site. Tree's still holdable here for Karmine Corp, and XMS still split away from this.
YU first in, finding one, but one's not really going to be enough at this point. Need a little bit more damage. That's not bad. YuChEn trying to draw out one. Here's the steps, and actually had an opportunity on the fight there. Nivera denies it, and it's a 13-6. Still, essentially, I mean, you got one towards 0, I guess, but and not over pushing, not trying to maybe hit that flank, but it's there. Headhunter comes back around and does find where it wants to be. SHIN's gone down.
YuChEn not noted as well, so he can stay tucked in here. Yeah, completely unconsidered here. Scream drifts a little further forwards. TZH going to find a couple of freebies outside A lobby.
Lovely.
And it's only Newzera to try and recover this in a 1v5 here.
That's really nicely played out by FPX, actually. Love that. And TZH just going to keep...
Actually, beautiful control
How far do
of
they
the
push
entire
this?
map here from FPX.
Yeah, punished though in the follow-up from Nivera. Stunning shot on towards TZH, and that does open up the map, and the rotations might take a second or two. You see the sprint coming out from Berlin, yeah. Has to give away somewhat of the game as well. And we'll have the follow-up to be noted here, suppressed. But this isn't where the attacking side are heading now. Backfilling over towards C after pulling that attention and the rotation.
But it pulled YU off C site, all the way back in CT now, and it's going to be difficult to fight their way back onto site, and actually going to be a fairly late retake, considering two members still just making their way through a lobby.
Teleport's ready.
What do they do with this now? It's all down to this, really, and that's a perfect start, actually. Taking down Scream opens up opportunities. Nothing feels particularly safe. They can try and fold towards CT, but there is a player here. Why are you sitting towards CT? Doesn't get the inkling. He does now. Good tag, falls back, gets the frag, looks for the follow. Stunning shot, needs another. He's got support now, and it falls to pieces. Just one left alive. Great work from FPX here.
Say it was going to be very late. It's on the back of a little further aggression in towards CT. I think they're just very conscious of the fact that they've got an awful lot to work with on site, but with time being respecting this headhunter for the time being. But Spike's slowly making his way this direction. Newzera will fall way ahead of this execution coming through.
Why are you absolutely having a tear of a round? Potential for another here too. 3 more bullets to play with. Not going to happen. XMS and the boys do make it up towards C-Long. They do finally get that nice synergy building towards the site. Ayak still here and still doing so much oh no! Oh dearie me. It's all gone Pete Tong. We're down to a 1v2. Berlin and TZH. And Scream just wants to get something on his side. At least the time now. Rifle still to hand. No utility for 10 more seconds to play with. Prowler, Horn goes up, does now reveal position. Free fight on the first, and there's no trade. The paranoia, also on the timing, not good enough to deal with Scream.
Closing out in style, a clean kill onto Berlin, and tons of space to reposition as well. TZH, but Karmine Corp should get themselves a clean plant. Seeker's invested on the flank here, so Scream and Nivera have to hold down the fort here on long.
So much utility still to be worked through. Berlin, I thought he'd be caught a little more by that flash, but no, the underhand didn't quite find it. And actually, we're seeing Karmine Corp folding here, being folded over by FPX, who wins out every single fight there. How the hell did they just clean that back off?
They had very early information on this flank as well. The Seekers obviously coming through makes it a little trickier to deal with, but real lack of, game plan in the early round for FPX, and here it's totally different. I was going to say, actually, Berlin looking to capitalize on the flash. Scream actually with the punish through the smoke. Potentially create an opening here, but XMS punished, but Newzera has slipped into hell.
Okay, that could be something. How far does he get in it? It looks like they're, the shot! So well considered, took his time with it on the second. TZH, again, the consideration here from both sides is perfect. We're in a 3v3, but look at the buy that's being made to work with here for Karmine Corp. Now the rifles, anything to hand, no. You look at where they were able to find these picks, not quite able to filter those back through, but plenty of util here, Mike.
Yep, the Rolling Thunder to come through on the back of contact here. Actually, YU, with that operator, going to make it problematic on the retake. Gotta be conscious here of heaven. Nobody's watching it. That's the Rolling Thunder out the window.
That's an arena play and a half. You do that when they can't even hear the drop down, so unaware, so tunnel visioned towards CT. And that's going to be the diffuse in FPX. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Do you know what? I'm happy to be proven wrong so far. I was worried. Map 1, I hated what I saw. Garage and try and circumvent the ult, but they still have they're still going to be so respectful of these flanks coming in. And Nivera, freebie, TZH completely blind. It is that burst towards B. Beautiful utility combination work. Do manage to get away from the site.
But I think he actually spotted Nivera slipping into Rabbit there. Doesn't matter though, YU with the swing. Find it with the operator. Not much to clear the back line though, Mike. And you still got that potential look that gets considered. Are you kidding me? I thought
thought Scream got away with it there, but absolutely not. And XMS coming right on back in, barreling through. Karmine Corp finally get a grip of beautiful work coming in. That's honestly on Nivera, just individually finding that one shot, because everyone else was just smothered with that paranoia.
Yeah, I mean, it's awful timing for the smoke to drop. Nivera obviously playing a little deeper, so not affected by that paranoia.
Counter.
Should really slow things down, though.
The paranoia.
Berlin still finds that. What?
How that paranoia was perfectly placed towards him, but the overwhelm from Karmine Corp is brilliant. Having the 3 trades coming in almost back to back clears the site, and then the last player's a mile away. That was C site hold. So this one should be wraps here unless something goes terribly astray.
We'll have the tour de force to work with 8 headhunter shots, but it's a tall order to pull off this 1v3. Opportunity to retrieve a Vandal here at least. Yeah, Nivera posted up with that operator.
Yep.
We'll find his third on the round. That's Karmine
Corp are doing it, and correctly so as it stands. They might have to dismantle this stack here and try and filter it back through, but by now the site should be won. Still going to do the due diligence though, go through the motions, ensure that this isn't just a bit of a bait, a bit of a ruse, and it's certainly not. And this is when I start questioning the depth of FPX. If we look at other games, again, it's always been the depth of their ability to adjust, their ability to go beyond that initial phase of what they're bringing to the plate, which was fantastic. It garnered those 4 brilliant rounds. I do want to see where they go from this now, because Karmine Corp seem absolutely back in the driving seat here. Oh dear. One might have slipped the net, but he's just farming. They do need to share a little bit of light armor, but Nivera just enjoying himself. Lovely confidence booster there for him. The Prime Gaming flawless.
starting to hit their stride now.
Should call attention. XMS going to pull them away from this, but actually pulling all the players away. But rightly so. Karmine Corp are bringing everyone towards the B site now.
Here.
Re-exploring a little, and the lurk going to be met. Shin won't have the freest of times now. Yeah, TZH, the timing! Oh, it's good, it's worked out for Shin here. The response, though, comes back in. They've won out on the B side, though, but it's fine timing. 10 seconds, but the spike's now down. Scream, posted up, gets forced away. AAAAY is not out of it yet.
Reveal off the neural theft here. So again, all the information in favor of Karmine Corp. YuChEn got to find something on the way back through. XMS will fall. Scream answers back, though.
Oh my word, cleaning these players now. Karmine Corp not sitting so deep this time, couldn't sit so deep. And getting punished for FPX. Once again, rekindling some of that early round, early map form we've seen now.
That's unfortunate, Shin.
Alright, it looks like full commitment behind this. Do they stay or do they dip? And they're losing that opportunity to find the timing. TZH does not get to turn the flash either. Shin with the punish, and now already the site's going to be smothered. Berlin though, what a shot! Mechanically just about holding on to this site. Making a scrap out of it and bring it to a 2v2 standing. Scream on the knees for now. And the spike's now in their favor.
Yeah, you can see the res not coming through, so it'll be a straight 2v2 here. Got to be conscious. Why are you creeping up long here? YuChEn just has to play his time here. Snake bites available for him.
Oh, he's drawn the attention. Surely that should have been a free shot, you'd have imagined. Not the case at all.
Snake bite should be good. You actually going to find the first and actually converts with the headhunter as well. And you're right, felt like a freebie on the first, but cleans it up on the back of that second snake bite. FPX once again.
No, still unknown. Smoke towards long. While you can get a second bite of the cherry, but does he expect the push up from Scream? He's not playing with that in mind, and he actually gets to catch a player out. 6 HP, chance of fights and falls. Scream with the punish, and they hold on to the site for now. Oh, lovely work from Berlin, though, to get there as quick as possible. Denies Scream trying to capitalize on the gap that could have been created. And Berlin still holding the side, still expecting Shin. Still noting more players. The paranoia good, but so's the prowler off the back of it. Nivera's there. Shin as well to boot. They're holding on for now. 2 players still alive, though, on the other side.
Almost scraping this one through. Feels so hard fought here for Karmine Corp. Shin's done wonders here to make this work. Unorthodox wall here. FPX looking to just creep up behind this. Yeah, they are.
Okay, they've got to play. Yes, they do. TZH finds XMS. And the shot comes on out. Oh, right on back. Nivera posted right back. TP taken. Operated a hand. And now the 1v1. YuChEn has to try and close the back gap. Nivera's having none of it.
And it's only down to the wide swing from YuChEn.
TZH going to post himself right up in towards the corner. Prowler goes towards sewer, similar to scenes prior. And now filled. by YuChEn, but now this time TZH did really well in the pistol here, but a little bit of a different scenario, but still the Stinger good for it. TP's away, doesn't get the chance to get the gun out, but backfield here, lovely work. Keeps favourable numbers to FPX, but he needs to get a move on. He's being closed down on, and now he can't escape that corner.
Nivera looking to TP all the way back in, actually going to commit to this. Berlin's got his hands full here. They're able to TP away from the C's.
Counter roll as well. Should have good info on this. Not going to find Nivera though. And actually, tell a lie, they do. And I thought they may have another shot. This Berlin just flies out, finds one, down to the 1v1. YuChEn's dead and buried. Gap is closed. It could not be closer now.
It definitely didn't feel like a 6. Proceed towards A.
Yep. I think they have the site for now. Surely you don't test this. Do they burst this? They actually are. They're pouring towards the site. And I don't know if I love that yet. Berlin and YuChEn make light work of this, going through the smoke of the back of some utility that didn't really find anything.
Karmine Corp looking to catch them off guard with some utility ahead of that spike being planted, but Berlin punishes with 2 kills. Now just SHIN to try and recover it. TZH deals with it comfortably.
And a stack 3 towards Sewer. They're going to continue this look as well. Shots. Only Nivera to find any damage on the other side. Otherwise, pretty much navigating around most of the threats here.
Really an opportunity for XMS to find a consolation or two. Creeping up towards Heaven. Going to make it even harder for him to do so. Actually, YU has full control of the flank as well, so. It's a tall order.
Feeling like it's on the cards, Mike.
No, they won't be. That's YU actually probably all the way.
Though.
Nivera's got himself into a dirty spot here. YU hyper-focused on his skill. Punished on it, the trade is good from Berlin.
And you could see SHIN considering if there was something to be done with this one. He's been noted. He's trying to get aggressive with it. The timing could have worked out, but no, Berlin with another huge denial. Upgrade found, and XMS, the madman, flies out of garage and takes the fight. Back towards A, and now it's Scream again, the challenge. He's got to go huge with this. He's seen at least a gun barrel there. Lovely shots on 1 and a second. Scream.
30 seconds left.
Stunning aim. But he needs the final one here if he wants to secure it for himself. And he's got it. Lovely, lovely stuff from Scream. So a lot of utility in the hands of FPX. And Scream finds it. That's Berlin gone. 4 to work through. Flank on the way. What? Scream deleted. And these steps should be heard as well. Coming on the flank here. Instantly turns. Very good trade. Needs another though. XMS now considered 2. And this could be fights on several fronts. Beautiful shot. Operator done, and now TZH in combination watching that CT push through. And XMS, he wants out.
I'm a little curious. Once again, it's a solo setup for Scream. Obviously has the support for Newzera. Set up this fault line. Well, no, XMS is actually going to get away from it. He's desperately trying to hold on to this Phantom. YU's now posted up with the operator. Difficult, but nobody else charging this down. FPX have to be conscious of their finances too. But the next question really I'm left with, if Scream, the one to trade out for his brother this time around, Scream slowly creeping back through spawn here. Do they commit to this? Yeah, Berlin punished immediately onto Nivera.
Scream has to back away. He can't even withhold this. The timing of that ultimate was perfect. Even just as Scream got there, they found Nivera comfortably. Spike plant, similar situation. This time around, though, no flank coming in. It's all through CT, maybe even a little towards Heaven. Plenty of utility still. Well, actually, I say that. Maybe not. SHIN, not as much this time. Newzera investing as best he can, but the counter utility is perfect.
That's it. Yeah, they're going to get locked out with that flash and that snake bite.
It's
going
lovely.
to force Karmine Corp all the way back into spawn. Looking at it here, XMS. Anyone really to bring some funds away from this round. I don't think it's going to give Nivera a weapon. FPX will find double digits here in what's becoming a pretty concerning round if you're a Karmine Corp fan watching this one. And this slow burn for FPX really paying off for them in the second half. Again, no flash to it. It's not really, like I said, a lack of proactivity. Far off with that. Scream 52 HP, Nivera 43, one off the Rolling Thunder, so won't have that available. No fault line available just yet. And the Paranoia sent very early. Two caught with the C's as well, Lauren.
And what should be up now? The timing is going to be terrifying. This is going to put it all in the other player's hands. Oh my word! Needs one bullet! It's not going to get it. Newzera survives.
You can see the frustration from YU as well.
Desperately tried.
Absolute sitter considering some of the shots he's been hitting.
Wow.
But by the skin of their teeth, Karmine Corp.
Maybe worked out. He just over-rotates a little bit here. It should be on a platter.
Finally, Scream now considering the possibility. I actually know if that knife's about to come back online.
Oh, they've got Viper's Pit too.
Yeah, this is a big problem for Karmine Corp. YuChEn's still got 2 snake bites as well, so he can really slow them down.
And there's no flank. There's no like depth to it beyond what's coming through this way.
Scream's gone up. XMS has got a sheriff. I'm pretty sure there's a gun down on B site as well.
These trades would have to be unreal for it to work out. And Scream some.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're falling out of the sky. Scream, what have you got for me? Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, it's 11.
Is there not a weapon down on B site?
I think anyone given the eye test wasn't too enamored with what they saw, but this is a whole different beast. SHIN though gets a free chance at it, and he gets one. Good trade, doesn't let it go out of control. XMS finally tested, but the Paranoia there, the Seeker there, it's just a poor run of utility. And there's no escape for Nivera. Yes, Newzera's there, but again, they are just overwhelmed at this point, but do they hit the brakes? They do. Scream's on the flank, but by now, how much can he get done?
I'm not sure if that's a miscommunication there. Newzera catches a massive fault line, but doesn't actually swing off that. Nivera punished for it. AAAAY creeping closer and closer. XMS shut down here. Newzera next up. He will fall, and Scream is stuck behind the trap.
What you gonna do now, Scream? Got the sight, and it looks like they're about to get 12. This game went from looking comfortable, looking pretty good, a little quirky at times, but this, I've got to say, Karmine Corp falling short.
Like I said, there wasn't an awful lot of flash to what FPX were doing. It was just a lack of response from Karmine Corp. Maybe that is, you know, what Josh was alluding to earlier. Relieve some of the pressure from a player like Scream, but here on the KO, an awful lot for him to do.
A counter, oh yes, SHIN gonna commit his right back through, but again, that may only catch 2 of the players here. Looking at the back lines, it's only Scream to try and be the disruptive factor towards that.
Yeah, YuChEn wise to it already. With a lack of pressure on site, he can just post up on this position. Paranoia not going to catch anything. Nobody in backside. Berlin playing inside his poison orb could cause problems for Karmine Corp.
Oh, quick trade though. XMS not going to drop the ball just yet, but now called to attention. They have to be careful of that spike. A tap towards it will draw eyes. Scream now in the back lines being a problem. 3-man face. Karmine Corp desperately trying to fight and falling to FPX. Can you believe it? We're going all through. Oh, the dog's going to know at least one.
Oh, we've got a set piece.
Here it comes.
The wall's gone up.
All right.
See the pressure comes through here. Berlin looking to get a little aggro on the back side of it, but no information spotted either side. I think Newzera even taking
30 seconds left.
a shot or 2 on the end there. Very passive hold initially, but it's a free plant for Karmine Corp. Say that, Scream down to 5 HP. Newzera isolated on site right now and pinged up.
He's 100% spotted in this as well. The good flash though tries to play him out of it, but how much more can he do here? Tries to take a fight, the dash comes in. Great shot, but better trade. This is all effective for FPX still. And keep in mind, Scream still 5 HP. Overwhelmed and overrun at this point. Scream still down solo. He needs the 1v1.
No!
He's not got it. nizhaoTZH. Composure kept. Final found, round on the board.
I mean, with this wall here, again, I can see that they want to set up for this. Almost bait for the second player, but FPX on the board here.
XMS, yeah. Oh, Berlin, okay.
Buy one, get one free for Berlin.
It's the crosshair. I swear to you, whatever's happened, he's just... Ugh.
Spike down B.
Turn it on. Now, look, I don't want to get ahead of myself because it's still quite early. It's only the first round here. But again, I didn't think we'd go 3 maps. I didn't think we'd see Harbor. I'm a bit worried.
I mean, after the second map, I got to say, I was a little worried considering oh, Nivera, again, doubling down with the Sheriff, but Constellation's series was actually against FPX. Obviously, the previous roster, well, a long time ago, 2020.
Look at the stack here. Newzera and Nivera both charged with this. I don't know how much more they're going to get away with. No, nothing more. So, found Nivera, but is it recoverable? There you can see TZH is thinking about it. I get the ult orb. Fancies it. And SHIN's found him. So,
Worth
yeah.
a shot. Just to
Valiant
try and get
attempt.
the rifle.
Yeah, absolutely, why not? Now the last two, it is Marshall and a Spectre, so maybe I
Just
need
a
to be a little
Marshall.
more worried. Yeah, just a Marshall. Oh my
Just a
god, just a
Marshall.
Marshall. And it's a 1v2, like this isn't impossible. No flashes yet, now comes back into pocket, has to give away the game, gets revealed. The timing, maybe a second either way, could have been different, but only two alive.
For Karmine Corp, sorry. So they have to dig to try and find a first blood, and actually finally do. SHIN will find the open onto AAAAY. YU still creeping around with his Blade Storm.
Oh, needed.
Oh my god!
Eximus.
Yep, closing that one out.
Clean work. It's fine if they win the round. TZH and
No wonder he wanted to get rid of that Guardian so bad.
please, someone take it away from me. YuChEn, TZH, not really gifted many ways back
I just
into this
hold
round.
on to the rifles,
Keep it
honestly,
safe.
yeah.
But it's stabilizing for Karmine Corp because again,
Even on the defensive side here on Pearl, which we've seen a couple of times already, this aggression outside A main. There's a number of times that Karmine Corp have been stacked behind it.
they already seem to realize that. You've already got the Seekers coming out as well. They're going to be heading over towards that B site, so very indicative of where this is going now. Zaddy for Berlin, only that Sheriff. Last time I said, only this happened! Apparently any weapon in hand is fine. Now slows the roll, buys time for rotation. They can't crest that corner comfortably now.
Should have a decent understanding of where they are, and these smoke's going to expire pretty soon. FPX actually closing this one out, and just two rifles bringing into that. The first blood, again, opportunities here to play retake, at least with that Cosmic Divide as well, which is why I think we see why you play a little more passively here. Happy to give up sight. Have two big retake ultimates actually with Berlin.
There's one coming through. That should catch maybe two players, but it's the pacing which has happened. SHIN is on the hunt. Wants the player down, shot in hand, just trying to close the gap. This is so scary. Who sees who first? It's SHIN. And now we're down to just 3 remaining for FPX. It's try and find any avenue back in, but these ultimates are being poured in, committed. Great trades again. SHIN is so pivotal to this round.
A beautiful hold there. A little late actually on. So we're going to have plenty of time to get through here and find the plant.
They worked this back out pretty quick. Yeah, Scream though sitting towards Pit. Still willing to take a fight towards TZH and wins that one out. Not going to find the follow-up just yet. And the others, I wonder if there's commitment behind this. There is an operator in hand, so it might be a save here.
Lucky not to see that go and miss either way. Karmine Corp will take the lead though, find their 4th. Don't think there's going to be a purchase to scrape together here for Berlin. The knife as well to go through. Denial of information early on, and Karmine Corp looking to creep through double doors here.
Oh,
YuChEn dealt with immediately. These challenges coming through much quicker from Karmine Corp now. Actively looking for these openers. Previous with Nivera, here with SHIN.
The pressure coming through middle as well. This is going to need so much more than that. Yeah, you had to have hoped for it. Berlin not finding the shot he wanted either. Karmine Corp winning out all of these fights here.
Well, Spike's all the way back in spawn, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
So we're in a deathmatch lobby right now.
Just gonna wait until that's
FPX are probably thinking, what the hell is going on right now?
Yeah, why have they not?
They've pinched mid. they've got
They've
B-site.
won the round, and why are they not winning the round right now? Well, you know, things have changed since franchising. Things are a little different, you know. It's Scream, still fine though. Gonna control the site, and be it delayed or not, probably gonna have a similar outcome here. A 2v5 is maybe a little out of reason. They might even try and hunt this down. Looking at the money now starting to swell. YU gonna be able to keep hold the operator for a little bit longer. No rifle until then. Okay, so they do at least get a rifle on TZH. I wonder if they can keep both of those. That'd be a little bit more of a prized possession.
Nivera eager to try and find this kill. Dropping the X-ray off. YU still finds it. Operator removed. Don't think it's really going to cause any problems here, but SHIN has slipped the net. Would have heard TZH in mid. Yeah, and YU not considering it. So actually, FPX to lose the just a little mistimed there, but he's going to know, obviously, with the presence shown, the utility invested. Nivera creeping closer and closer with that operator, but lucky actually that Yang doesn't swing onto it. I felt like it was a little isolated there, honestly.
Yeah, no one quite holding the angle close enough that would have been able to punish it, so yeah. For now, halted. Respecting the wall enough.
So out of the bag. Demonstrating real restraint.
Face your fear.
Okay, gonna once again potentially only find one at the back of the site, but they still have not noted the one player sat in the corner. YU. Anything more? No, just gets to keep the life down. Actually, it's a Yang to connect, so first blood drawn, and now we're at the 30-second marker. That hesitancy is making me a little worried.
30 seconds left.
YU get a second shot at this with the Sheriff. Again, the timing on this utility is just so difficult for Karmine Corp to counter. SHIN tucked inside this cage. Will actually find one
SHIN!
and the second. Huge from him to open this round up for Karmine Corp.
Absolute heroics from that man who's been pretty much a saving grace through some of these early rounds for them. It's not without a response, still 3v3, but the weapon sitting so favorably to Karmine Corp, especially in this post-plant. How are they going to disrupt that? Nivera not going to allow it. Already going to find the first of TZH trying to attempt getting towards that spike.
Yeah, YuChEn just waiting for a little bit of this toxin cooldown to rebuild to try and get a tap on the spike at least, but the reveal going to really make that difficult. Doesn't even need it. SHIN going to find his third.
YuChEn with a desperate attempt. And an exit. I've got to say for me,
SHIN
SHIN
firing
is
up.
absolutely carrying this game to no end.
Some really influence.
Threw over by the screen there. Not going to get it this time. By all accounts, it's looking safe. The rotations will be in, and Berlin, what? How is no one double checking on this? Berlin was noted earlier on and mistakes being made, maybe a little bit of confusion, but FPX with a punish. YuChEn out of nowhere finding two. And even Nivera almost irrelevant to outcome considering he's posted alone. The flank's already being watched and potentially wrapped on.
And this is crazy to consider as well, because it's Berlin this time left
10 seconds left.
to hold on to this site completely solo. Just at the right time, getting information. And stands his ground for FPX. We'll find them their fourth. And Karmine Corp fairly healthy in terms of...
They are aware of this possibility, but they have to make a move. It's 10 seconds. They have to go now. And there's the initial bit of utility just to try and play delay. And they still don't know the just spot in the corner. And a fumble coming out from Karmine Corp after a fantastic read. They've run out of time and they've run out of options.
I mean, that's a really frustrating round to sit back and watch because it takes Karmine Corp.
And this time, the other two players, Yang, YuChEn, are on the other side of the map. The flash, actually, if anything, could spur this on, and the ult to boot. This is a lot. TZH to deal with. Just above the wall, does get away with his life. Still going to keep himself in this one. Can he slow down the hit coming in? He is smothered. There is 3 players worth of utility being invested towards him, but he's still standing. The plants can come in. He's held towards pit. They have lost out towards R. This is still a big uphill struggle for FPX in this round.
Yeah, they can reset here, though. Nivera just trying to plant some paranoia in the backlines with that TP, but everybody from FPX coming through from the same side here.
Oh,
Viper's Pit will cover the spike as well, yeah.
anything to counter that, really?
The reveal from SHIN, maybe, back in 5 seconds.
Flash didn't actually get Nivera. How did that not get Nivera? I thought that was perfect. And now we're down to just one. TZH, the man who started this, will want to fall at the end, but it will be still a very close half.
Ayang's been robbed with that flash.
Yeah, there's...
Scream's got to be careful. He might still get caught there. Just stand his
Somehow
ground.
it's alive. Yeah, I really thought he might get some bailout from Newzera potentially, but they were able to just filter straight through. No real pressure coming in. And the timing, it's devastating. AAAAY must be gutted in this after that. Just as he got the flash to hand, there's just too many in front of them.
And what's interesting to note, YuChEn obviously investing this wall to try and deny any...
Street. Oh. Oh, we are waiting patiently to see it really find value here. Still not found it. B-site, 3 players waiting for anyone to come around. There's the flash. Didn't quite go deep enough either to catch more than one of these players, but it does allow him on the site. It does do a little bit of damage, but it's Newzera to go farming and Scream to put on a highlight reel.
Couple of taps to close out the prime.
The timing on this. Yeah, they've just had 2 players get past. TZH has no idea this could even be possible. And the first challenge, unbelievable!
So good. He is so good.
Mechanically robust as hell. No indicator they've gotten that close either. Just great intuition on this.
So the rest of FPX will funnel through our double smoke up. XMS not really going to have a say in this one with just a Sheriff and a Marshal to work with. Scream creeping up towards mid, but this one looks fairly comfortable here for FPX, aside some heroics.
Yeah, these positions aren't really allowing for much. XMS, yeah, he'll get the first bit of attention. If he got the second, I'd be paying attention. Now Scream did well before with this, but probably really exits, if anything, but you have to just purely look at the individual TZH there. That was off the back of one player.
Could be huge if he does find some, force some of these repurchases.
Are they all exiting this way? I think they are, yeah. Timing.
It now, we'll find the first, but YuChEn, good for the response. Over rotation from Karmine Corp. We'll actually hear the Prowler coming down regardless. Nivera on that operator time and time again, finding value. Berlin will fall, taking away some key utility for this B site hit. Looks like they might even follow through on this.
Yeah, see if the commitment's still going to follow. Nivera is just a safe player. If you want to call him anything, it's so safe with that. Scream there to back him up as well, so they've already doubled down on that initial pick. They do have a play towards the back of the site though, and so what we wanted to watch is YU. See how much he can achieve in this. Removing Newzera is... it's not the be-all and end-all. I'm looking for the rest, and he's still going to find more. Nivera goes down. Scream unchecked upon, and you can't leave him unchecked. Him and SHIN do damage right back here, leaving just AAAAY left alive. And a one... Getting pumped up now. But Flash not too telling of the indication here that Scream and SHIN are going walkabouts. They're feeling it now. They're feeling confident, and rightly so. The only response so far is YU flying out himself, and it's just a brawl in middle. That is it. It's just... bring what you can and take a battle.
I mean, equal trade-off if you consider the damage and a couple of weapon upgrades here for FPX. TZH will retrieve that Spectre. Karmine Corp already making their way over towards A site. It'll be Nivera and Scream to pick up the slack over here. But Nivera just considering the possibility of a flank, so might pull him a little deeper, especially considering he has that operator. Actually going to split. Nivera and Scream up, and Nivera finds a collapse. Berlin and YU will fall. It's just TZH to try and recover this now.
He's just unreal. I was going to say, this guy, he's always good for one. He's your safe operator player. He's perfect at it.
Free with that first blood.
The B-site's wide open. Technically, they could just... obviously, they have no idea of that. Maybe it's a little... telling us, or maybe 2 players in middle, but still...
all on the back of XMS putting this deep spy cam. Scream's actually found TZH with the fragment as well. An absolute disaster in this must-win round for FPX.
Yeah, it's starting to go a little bit wonky, unless this... maybe this backstab's great. I don't really know what they can get out of it. They've got to be so quick with it too. Otherwise, you just imagine they're going to be overwhelmed. YU's going to need 3, 2, something. You gotta try and get away. The turn caught in between a rock and a hard place. Nowhere to really go with that. Can't really close down towards short either. And Berlin's flank is good, but it may not be good enough now. 3 players against you. Yes, you can reveal a little bit, but this is the only value of Harbor really at this point. You can just sit on the defuse, nothing to deny it. SHIN to close it, and it's 12. Has help from Art from short if needed. How far does he dip back away from this? Quite far. Okay. Does get marked. Stick around and post a couple of shots in the timing. Just not going to find it on this one. But he still has help here. Scream's still here, but they actually wrap around towards Art. And that's the perfect approach towards it. It's a great concept. But it's still a 2v3. Newzera, Nivera. Look at this positioning. Almost 3 of the players willing to fight towards CT, and it looks like none of Karmine Corp's players are going that way.
Newzera does have the ultimate.
Full utility almost.
I don't think they're going to read 3 stacking this side though.
No.
Yeah, with the paranoia as well.
It's a very reasonable assessment, you'd imagine. Someone sat for this. Nivera's just found one for free, and now, yeah, they cannot see this. And now if they can give it away, Newzera just has to play, protect, keep Nivera safe. That's all he's going to try to. Halfway on the defuse, they still need more time. YU goes down! Nivera! Newzera in combination.